thank you for joining me for this YouTube class today. This can be a nice class to get you started for your day or to help you wind down from a busy day. So I hope you enjoy it. We're going to begin lying on your back. As you lie and get comfy, take a wee second to wriggle out your jaw, relaxing the muscles around your mouth, your jaw. Take a wee moment to make your shoulders wider and use a deep breath to help your ribs, your spine sink closer to the mat. Making some movement in your hips now, helping your hips to be a little bit wider, more settled in the socket. And again, another deep breath to relax your hips, your legs, your whole body just settling into the mat. Bringing attention to your breath. As you breathe in, scan your lungs and keep looking for places to place that air. Maybe at the front, the sides, the back of the lungs. And as you breathe out, keep looking for places that want to release that air. Breathing in, really feel the lungs, where can hold more breath. Breathing out, where can release the breath. One more breath here. Now just taking a big stretch of your arms, reach them overhead. Breathing in a big breath. As you breathe out, arms come down by your sides, nice and heavy. Starting by placing both of your feet on the mat. Placing both hands underneath your head. We're going to lift your head up, squeeze your elbows close, and almost pull your neck forwards. A nice deep breath here. Now lying back, elbows wide, take a breath in. Drop your knees to the left as you breathe out. Stay in this stretch for the breath in. As you breathe out, bring your right elbow onto your left elbow, closing the book. As you breathe in, open that right elbow wide. As you breathe out, knees to the centre. Take a breath in here. Breathing out, pull your neck, cuddle up. Lie back, breathe in. Knees to the right, breathe out. Staying here, breathing in. Close your book, left elbow on the right elbow, breathing out. Open your book, breathing in. Knees to the centre, breathing out. One last inhale here. And neck pull, exhale. Really good. We're now going to lie back. Stretch your arms to the top of the mat overhead. Drop your knees to the left with a big breath out. And place your left ankle just on top of your right knee if you want. Coming back to those mindful breaths. As you breathe in, notice where in your lungs can hold more air. Taking a big inhale when you're ready. As you exhale, release that left foot and bring your knees back to center. Inhale at center. Drop your knees to the right as you exhale. If you want, you can hook that right foot above the left knee. 2 mindful breaths. Noticing what you can hear. What sensations you can feel. Taking a big inhale when you're ready. Exhale, release your foot, knees to the center. And now taking time to bring yourself up to seated. I'm like a fly magnet here. So once we're up to seated, we're going to take your arms nice and wide. Breathing in. As you breathe out, place one hand to the floor, one hand to the sky, doesn't matter which. We're going to draw rainbows with this top arm. It'll reach over your head towards the ground. Breathing out. Then it will reach over your head towards the space behind you, breathing in. Breathing out, reach over to the floor. Breathing in. Last one on this side. As you breathe in, we're going to take our arms wide. Breathing out, switching sides. Take a big breath in here. And as you breathe out, reach overhead to the floor. Inhale behind you. Exhale. One more. Inhale, come to center when you're ready. Exhale, heavy arms. Closing eyes for a moment. Feel your spine from tailbone, lower back, mid-back, upper back, neck, to top of head. As you breathe in, feel your breath moving from lower back to top of head. As you breathe out, the breath moves from head down to tailbone. One more breath like that. Now from here, we're going to take a big sigh as we open the eyes and separate our legs into a wide-legged straddle. If you can't feel your sit bones, if you feel you're on the spongy part of your bum, bend your knees a wee bit just so you can feel the sit bones. We're going to twist to one side, doesn't matter which. Keep your back really long and lean forward, maintaining that long back. Breathe in up the spine. Breathe out down the spine. Now with your next exhale, you're going to tuck your chin and lean more towards your leg. 2 mindful breaths where we feel where more air can fit. We now sit up tall, The opposite leg, the one you weren't leaning towards, is going to bend so your foot is on the mat. You can give that leg a hug, or you can push your elbow into that knee to ask it to be a little bit wider. Another option is to go for a bind, where you straighten that arm long, take your thumb down and back, then bend your elbow. You should wrap around your leg. Then maybe the other arm comes behind to grab the hands, to grab the fingers. We've got 2 breaths wherever you are, hugging, pushing, or binding. Amazing. We're going to release from here. Send that leg straight. This time we're going to twist towards that leg. Lengthen spine as you lean forwards. Breathe in up your back. Breathe out down your back. One more. With your next exhale, tuck your chin, round your back. Try and release as much breath as you can. Now on your breath in, we rise to centre. On your breath out, the other leg bends. Maybe you hug the knee on the outside. Maybe you push your elbow into the inside. Or maybe that arm straightens, thumb down and back, then bend. And maybe you can grab the fingers behind you. 2 breaths wherever suits. Amazing. Now we send that leg straight again. Sitting tall with our breath in and folding straight forwards with the breath out. Rounding your spine. 2 big sighs here. Next breath in, use that to rise you up. Breathing out, legs together, and take your time coming on to hands and knees. Last wee part here. We'll move through some cat-cows. So when ready, breathing in, you lift your tail, lift your head, maybe wiggle the shoulders. As you breathe out, tucking tail, tucking chin. Again, feel free to sway your head, your shoulders. Move to your breath. We've got 3 more. Now keeping your back rounded in that cat-cow. We're coming into rabbit pose. You tuck your toes into the mat. We try to place the top of your head, the crown of your head, on the mat as close to your knees as possible. Your hands grab onto your heels. And we lift your bum up away from the heels. It creates a pull down in the shoulders. 2 deep breaths here. Every time you breathe out, really tuck your chin in. And starting to bring hands back to the mat. Coming up to hands and knees, take a deep breath. As you breathe out, down dog, bum to the sky. Shoulders push to the thighs. You might bend your knees, sway your hips, sway your head. Move your jaw. Now breathe in the biggest breath you've breathed today. Breathing out, child's pose, knees to the ground, bum to heels, head to floor. Maybe hold on to your heels with your hands. A deep sigh and breath. Now hands come onto the mat. Find your comfy seat. Let's finish by bringing our awareness down into our sit bones and also at the very top of your head. Breathing in a full breath. Breathing out a full breath. And we'll finish with an Om together. Big breath in. Om. Reaching for the sky, breathing in. Hands at heart in prayer, breathing out. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me.